This problem with the emails, I know that she has said the same line, that I did not know that there were there was no, she doesn't say she didn't know. She says that there was no classified information passed along in the emails that she received. Nevertheless, as I go back to this AP report, you have layers upon layers of questions regarding these top secret articles detailing the drone information, separate conversations that could point back to highly classified material in an improper manner. What would you advise her to do next regarding this?
Yeah, and to be clear, I'm not a Clinton surrogate.
Exactly.
And
no,
I'm
not in any way, but we're just saying.
But yeah, I mean, look, it's clear this is going to be an issue that they're going to be dealing with for a long time. I agree with you on that. The Republicans have every interest in kind of keeping this going. And
but I think it's not just the Republicans. Let's be clear here. I am hearing from a number of supporters of Hillary Clinton who are wringing their hands saying, how bad do you think this is? You know, they watch the crowds grow larger for Bernie Sanders, and he present an option to the establishment candidate. While he probably won't get the nomination, as we keep hearing that ... It's not just about Republicans who are concerned or hitting her on this. You heard Martin O'Malley.
Of course, yeah, I mean, absolutely. And Martin O'Malley is also running against her. But to me, transparency is always the best policy on these things. There's no doubt about it.
Well, yeah, transparency is the best policy. Is that what we're getting? Is that what we're getting?
Yeah, I mean, well, she handed over the servers now, and, you know, obviously there will be a lot of questions, and there's no question that she needs to answer those questions.
What do you think what do you think the trigger was for her to change her mind from this past, I'm not being ugly here, from this past March to 2 days ago when she said no, 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 no.
We know that there was going to be an audit. We knew that this was this would be inevitable. She would be compelled to turn over this information, and it is better to get it on the front line. But with that said, like, I'm not a surrogate for her as well. I'm a journalist. What do you believe is the reason that they decided to make this move now?
Oh, I'm sure it was look, when you're in campaigns, politics dictate what you do, right? And this is not a good story for them. They want it to go away. They need it to go away. And they're obviously dictating their actions based on what their imperatives are. And it's clear that as this gets worse, it puts them in more and more of a tough spot.
Yeah, it puts them in a tough spot, but it also puts this issue of trust and the Clintons playing by their own rules. When you are talking about making decisions on politics, all of the candidates are doing that on both sides. But we know the cloud that hovers over her specifically as it relates to some Democrats believing that they are getting a transparent candidate who has been through the ringer, in many cases unfairly from the other side, but there are legitimate questions here that should be answered from both sides.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that was easy enough.
There you go.